Oh, good morning. Oh, it was an interesting experience, to say the least. Oh, crap. Oh. As you can see, I have the little bigger fire roaring this morning. It wasn't really cold, but it was damp. In fact, I kind of had to wear my, well, everybody's got to have one of these face masks. I actually make my own. My mother taught me how to sew, so I actually sewed a couple of them up. And so anyways, I put this on, kind of give me a little bit more protection. It, you, you can see that, well, I am a little bit damp, but this is survivable damp. It's not as bad. My shelter, although I wished it was a little bit better, you can see my bug net there. That came in handy because when the fire would die down, I would have to, put that on. Sometimes, like I fell asleep a few times. It's really hard sleeping sitting down, so kind of like you have an off and on sleep. It's just a fact of life. I should have probably put more time into it and think about a better location, but this was just something, you could say off the cuff. So I just wanted to show that, yeah, I did make it through the night, so to speak. And, I'm feeling okay. A little hungry, a little thirsty. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. I kind of woke up a little bit earlier, got the fire going. And then, that's about that. I don't know what else to say other than, looking at my little shelter. That moss roof actually worked very well. Like I said, it did rain a little bit last night. It was more of a heavy drizzle. So, even with the wind blowing, you still got a little bit damp, but it wasn't, I'm not feeling super bad for lack of a better term. Okay. And that fire, like I said, I did the same thing, made a big pile of shavings with the, oh, I just heard a bug fly by. Made a big pile of shavings on some birch bark and got some twigs going. Everything is kind of damp. This is a hard time to start a fire, is like when it rains. That's where the skills of a woodsman are really tested. Because, and you can tell when you snap a twig, instead of snapping with a swift crack, it's more of a bend and creak. That means it's damp wood. So it takes a little bit. What you actually have to do, and it's not cheating, you have to actually take some branches, and I put a couple of them in my bag, just like a handful of stuff, because I knew that it wouldn't get damp. Is that really like kind of cheating for it? No, not really. A smart woodsman would do it. Okay, so anyways, yeah, like I said, I spent much of the night off and on. I'd say I'd sleep for about an hour and then wake up and put some wood on the fire because it would burn down the coals, and then as you can see, it's going again. I didn't have a big fire, just a little tiny fire, just something to keep the bugs away. This here I put a bunch on because even it's 66 or so. At least that's what the weatherman would say, and it feels like it. I'm not really cold, but I'm not really comfortable either. I'm damp, and it'll be nice. As you can see, this isn't too bad of an area, to be honest. I was thinking about this tree here, and I'm saying, hey, I recognize this tree. That's because for quite some time, well, I don't know if you can see it, but way up there, a couple spots where I cut branches, I had a tree stand in this spot because right over here is a run. It's like a path. Well, deer go on that. I kind of moved where I hunt. I kind of moved it way over there, about maybe 200 yards. You got to adapt. And that's the big thing about any kind of survival situation, is you have to adapt to the conditions and whatever happens, because everything is dynamic. Nothing stays the same. Okay. So, anyways, like I said, I don't know what else to say other than, my back is sore. I think when I do get home, I'm going to sit on the heating pad for a while. I'm not going to lie to you about that. All right. So, anyways, I hope everybody is well and they're doing what they have to do. Okay.